I've said it a million times, but this is by far my favorite WWE match.
He also couldn't do that. Tables that have been confirmed in the game, as you can see later in
like we can actually slam them on the shit.
That's a lot of commentary. I wonder if there's any ability to switch up who's going to be on what show. Probably not. It's probably going to be a four-man, but a four-man booth is a lot. So the trailer continues by having Punk versus Drew going at it at Crown Jewel. They do the beginning sequence, which to me looks more like a cutscene for Universe mode, where you're going to go and shake hands with the opponent, and then you decide to kick them low, and then begin the match. We then get a shot of Rhea Ripley, and she takes Chyna for a riptide from the top rope on top of the steel steps. This is great. I believe that the ragdoll physics was confirmed for the game as well, so you're getting more of that collision. You also have double stacked tables that have been confirmed in the game, and you can see later in the trailer. But being able to perfectly hit the opponent on the steel steps from the top, I wonder if there's going to be any additional, super finisher moves that are going to be involved in that if you line it all up properly, or if it's just going to be about you're just making sure everything is laid out properly, like in the right spots, and then you can actually nail them on the steel steps. I think that's a great addition. We also get a first look of the Scrapyard. This is a brand new arena that they have added in, backstage brawl arena. Now, if it's all accessible in here, I'm pretty impressed by the actual size of this for the Scrapyard. You can see Finn and Natty going at it, which is just a non-combination, but the shopping cart is in there as a weapon. You can see them teetering off the top of the edge too, and then Natty pushes Finn off of the whole thing. So I like that they've added the Scrapyard. Again, if it's a bigger area like we kind of saw with the parking lot, more places to go, I think it's a good addition. But you get more superstars confirmed, like Javon Evans, Io Sky, Eddie Guerrero, D-Von. He's getting the tables in one shot as well. And then my favorite moment, because I'm just a dork, but Eddie Guerrero goes and grabs the WCW United States Championship off the podium. 2K, if you listen to Matt here, you probably didn't at all, but I am so thankful that this is now added back into the game. Very tickled I am right now. One thing to note here, though, the commentary teams. You can see that with the Eddie Guerrero shot, you have Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton on commentary, whereas in the other shots that we've seen, it was the four-man team. So there is clearly going to be a difference in the commentary teams. Can you customize and choose your own commentary team? Will it be different for each show? Raw has a four-man booth, SmackDown has a three-man booth, NXT is different. But Eddie takes the title off the podium. It looks like he's going to go hit Kurt Angle. He also got a retro SmackDown arena, too. You get Stephanie McMahon doing the Devil's Kiss to Rhea Ripley. Are they going to have that soundtrack from Booker T in there? I wonder. And then inside Hell in a Cell, you can see Devon putting Kofi Kingston through double-stacked tables. I do wonder if Hell in a Cell has... One of the things that's been getting feedback for many years has been reworking Hell in a Cell. More things to do, expansion of it, moving around in Hell in a Cell, making it easier, even the inclusion of ladders. But having double stacked tables in there is awesome. But it does need that we also got Eddie then going back in his match with the title belt, so awesome. It's finally back in the game. And you have the ending of the Inferno match where King is getting just put out with the fire chamber by the referee. Trailer then cuts to John Cena and Rusev. So we get a first look of Rusev back in the 2K games. And John Cena has thumbtacks. That's not very seamless, is it? But I'm here for it. So at the Survivor Series arena, you can see that John goes and he dumps the thumbtacks on the ground. I wonder how the thumbtacks will be introduced in the game. You don't even have to build up finishers or anything like that. Or to be a specialty weapon. Can you go and just store thumbtacks under the ring like you do weapon wheel? Like instead of all the chairs, it's just a thumbtacks match. But because here they're making it look like a cutscene, again, it's trailer, so this could all just be done on purpose where they're doing all these camera angles specifically for this. I wonder if it would be a little bit of a cutscene moment they would do with dumping out the thumbtacks. A cool thing too is they have Sky, she's doing a big jump off the top, but then you got this cut of CM Punk, current CM Punk, old CM Punk. This is great. I wonder if that's almost like, I mean, it could just be a one-on-one match standard where you get all the different versions of Punk in the game, the showcase mode. I wonder if it's going to be like a showcase match where you can what if of current day CM Punk going against himself way back when, and he comes out on top. The trailer then cuts to Hell in a Cell. Now, if you pause on the cell just as it appears, you can see in the ring that you do have the double-stacked table, and your both competitors on top of the cell.
You niggas suck, man.
So this is going to be a big spot that you're going to be able to pull off. Here you have Liv down and throwing her through the top of the cell, and it's awesome. Liv goes through
scary-ass things.
You also have the different versions of CM Punk. Obviously, they highlighted a couple here in the trailer, and then that's how it wraps up. I thought that the crowd for the gameplay trailer looked like we had seen the crowd in the past. I was hoping that maybe they looked a little bit more I don't know, since current gen, but maybe game, we'll play it. Maybe we'll see the crowd being enhanced a little bit. I only highlight that because it's something that you notice over the years. So like, yeah, the crowd can move kind of. I thought the trailer came out great. I thought the all superstars was good. It's a sizzle reel trailer, and it's not showing every little bit of detail. We're gonna get more trailers as time goes by. Today also revealed that they didn't show this in the trailer, but if you go on their website, you can see a screenshot of 3 stages of Hell match, the menu, for when you're actually teeing this thing up. So you can see that for the example they give you for Monday Night Raw, it's a 3 stages of Hell match. They use the image of Triple H and Shawn Michaels in their 3 stages Hell. And stage 1 is a table match, stage 2 submission, and stage 3 is an ambulance. This leads me to speculate that you're going to be able to do every single match that's possible within the game. Because if they're including an ambulance match, then there's zero reason you can't do a casket or anything else. So don't do that for example. The other thing I wanted to know was with Universe Mode. And I'll be doing another video that goes into depth about more of the features and updates and stuff that we get to see on play. And with Universe Mode, we know, as you guys have seen before, that we have the draft is coming back to the 2K games. It's going to be a customizable draft. So you can do full custom draft pools. They've upgraded promos, which they've noted in the press releases. They've added also open challenges. Those make me think of US Open Challenge, being able to do that within the action items and being able to say, I'm going to do an open challenge, but maybe it's going to be for the title. Another thing to note is with the arenas. In the trailer, we did see the likes of Raw, SmackDown, Retro arenas. We've got Evolution, Survivor Series was in there, and a lot more. In the press release stuff, they said new and improved arenas. We've got the most stacked lineup of arenas yet. All new venues, SummerSlam 2025, Clash of Paris 25, legendary arenas like WCW Nitro, ECW 2006, new for all spaces, enhanced creation tools, and more. There's also confirmations of things like picture-in-picture mode for the Royal Rumble entrances, the expansion of entrances, like what you can do with abilities, as a heel, as a baby face, being able to launch pyro at any time, which is kind of a feature of AEW Fight Forever that they're bringing over to 2K games, and with free cam that they had last year, that's coming back, so you'll be able to take full control of entrances, and there's a little bit more detail in there. So, with this reveal trailer, again, I think models look good for what we have seen. I think the new match types, new weapons, and all of that, ragdoll physics, being able to do double stack tables, I think it's going to add a lot more fun to it. I'm curious still, and we'll find out more as time goes by over the next several weeks. But looking at my GM, Universe Mode, how my Rise, how these things play out, if they're going to have enough replay value in there, long term, like for the whole year, as well as just, I think the fun level though, and what we know, what we've heard, I think the fun level is I think they're trying, and with it being on current gen and not on PS4, they're not being held back anymore. Pretty sure there were comments by 2K already in the interviews, just highlighting that. They're like, hey, we couldn't use certain features because it was being held back, and now we can. So I want to see what else they're going to do. If you like the trailer, drop your thoughts below. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to talk about the whole review that they did, full press release, all the versions of the game, click this video right here and have yourself a great day. See ya.
The $5 Big Breakfast Deal is back at Wawa. Get any sizzling, any size hot or iced coffee, and a crispy hash brown, all for just $5. The $5 Big Breakfast Deal is back. Gotta have a Wawa.
Like a heat-seeking missile hit the target right on the mark. He's pumped up, and so is this crowd.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. And Liv Morgan finally did it as she outlasted 29 opponents to win the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble. However, there's a real reason why Liv Morgan finally won the match and won't see new for WWE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive links. Number 1, the third time's the charm. Liv Morgan's Royal Rumble win couldn't have been put any better, as it played off Morgan's repeated frustrations in trying to win one of WWE's most prestigious matches. Now, although Liv has held the Women's World Championship twice, the Rumble has always eluded her, simply frustrating for her and, more importantly, for many fans. But to make matters worse, Liv's losses often went down to the wire, with Morgan coming in as a runner-up twice in 2023 and 2024, a true heartbreaker. But tonight, Liv proved that she can win the big one, a testament to her persistence and a reminder of how long-term storytelling can pay off with big wins like this. Whether or not WWE intended for Liv to eventually win the Rumble is unknown, but there's no doubt her past close calls created tonight's stupendous win. Number 2, it builds heat with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. One of the most immediate reasons for Liv's win is to build heat with her Judgment Day teammates Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Interestingly enough, WWE seemed to be building heat between Liv and Roxanne before her unfortunate injury last June, but the storyline seemed to vanish when Morgan returned last November. Now look for Liv's relationship with the Judgment Day to crumble, as jealousy rears its ugly face, and she finds herself fighting it to make it to WrestleMania. But now, WWE has not one but 2 rivals for Liv to deal with in the Judgment Day. The ever-opportunistic Roxanne Perez, who wormed her way into the group during Liv's absence, and Raquel Rodriguez, who was clearly disappointed tonight when Liv threw her out the ring, despite the Rumble match always being everyone for themselves. Raquel has been one of Morgan's staunchest allies, and tonight's elimination gives Rodriguez every storyline reason to play the embittered friend. Don't be surprised if Perez eggs Raquel on, hoping to weaken Morgan for when she makes her move. Number 3, an added element of intrigue. Now, a potential feud with her Judgment Day teammates could lead to Liv finding herself putting her WrestleMania match on the line. Now, this may be the first time a wrestler has challenged a Royal Rumble winner for their title shot, and this possibility could add more suspense to Liv's road to WrestleMania. With fans wondering whether Roxanne Perez, who's been on the fast track to the top since jumping to the main roster, could out-hustle Morgan for the title spot. Whether or not this happens isn't the question. What's more important is that it could create a great match, either on PLE or an episode of Saturday night's main event. Number 4, Liv is turning babyface. The babyface turns are interesting things. Fans can cheer a heel for months before a promotion decides to acknowledge their cheers and make the switch, or as fans have occasionally seen, for a promotion to ignore the fans. In the case of Liv Morgan, she's been cheered for so long that fans treat her like a babyface. Regardless of what WWE does, much like Liv's kayfabe point to a Debbie Dominic Mysterio has been cheered for over a year, in Liv's case, let's get ready to talk! The plug has been delivered straight! WWE seems to realize the time is right for Morgan to turn babyface, and as we'll see, some of the reasons behind this decision. While the fans' reaction to Liv's win wasn't unexpected, they had to convince any WWE officials who were uncertain about Morgan going babyface that they made the right
on what is the current status of the fight with Let That Back. Okay? Listen. I don't know what's going on in the world chat. I called Let That Back out to a fade. He supposedly agreed. And I look up on Instagram, and it looked like he just did raid my room with Jada Waiter. He's posting the post. I don't know what the fuck is going on, chat. I called the man out to a fight. He says he's down to fight, and he posted up a post. I don't know what to make of it. Okay? You know what I mean? I don't know, chat. I did tell y'all, that the niggas who are a little zesty might fuck you up, will walk you down. Zesty niggas, they're the niggas with the shit. So I don't believe it. Guys, tomorrow they can provide good money. I don't know if I could be scared of that. You posted up a purse, I think that's a burden. Okay, so I don't know if I could be scared or I could feel comfortable because look like this guy has turned from full-on gangster to now a metrosexual. So I don't know which one it is, but we're going to figure it out. Okay, I'll give you the latest update on what's going on in the fight, but there is some happening news with that. Okay. I give you an update of the light editing situation in general. Also, Kevin Gates and Brady Leonard, they're kind of good. They're kind of getting into it. Also, this is Devontae Davis getting arrested. He got arrested because, well, first of all, he's not beefing while he's on the side. It's like beefing, not just beefing the TMC while you're trying to avoid it.
What does he have in mind now?
You're beefing the media. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Oh, I'm talking about my experience courtside. Knicks. It's happened, okay? And what else? Fabio Foreign versus 21 Savage and Lee. And also, I'm talking about Jay Prince throwing shots. Jay Prince, not Nick Sutton. The daddy. He's throwing shots. And he got an interview talking. There's a bunch of other things that's still percolating in the atmosphere. Obviously, we've missed a couple days, so we're going to have to do our best to catch up today. But obviously, people are trying to say, look, I have to save this thing tomorrow. That's when everything's happened. But I believe we do have so many things to talk about that I absolutely have to get on this tonight. So, hope you guys keep it laughing. But, the announcement, somebody hit me with that industry-wise. I think they thought I was going to watch the fight. Yo, niggas really want to see me in that squad. I ain't gonna lie. There's a nigga that's like, he one of them niggas. You know what I mean? But, yeah, like, they hit me, they're like, yo, tell me the announcement you're making tonight is when we're fighting. We want to see you fight. I told him, I'm trying to see if he's like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a man opposing the players. How would he's doing like
Now heading outside.
So the announcement wasn't that. I didn't need to make it like an announcement. It's an announcement for my script. If it was an announcement to everybody else, I would personally change it. I think you guys kind of know how we work. I communicate on my personal page with people who watch streaming channels, and on my main page, I think that was on the clip. Okay, I will give y'all the announcement. So, here's the and I'm going to judge this announcement by the W or L's I see in the goddamn comments section. The announcement is that based on, really, I don't like how January went completely, even though I still think media personality-wise, I think we've done right? Tech, is there any other media personality in hip-hop that's really challenging us for a real January? I think we want to. ASAP Rocky interview Fabio Foreign. We have some epic streams, epic moments. I think we're kind of rocking it already. Everybody took their vacations. They're fucking Elizabeth yachts. We just been going on vacation. We're doing something this. I think you got it. Gotta keep it up. You gotta love it. The announcement is, and this is why really I'm speaking.
What's he got planned here?
Starting tomorrow, we're doing the first game. Yes, we're doing every day in February. I'll be trying to do what I did in December. I kind of like that cadence. It kind of grounded me. So every day in February it's the shortest one. So, but still, I'm streaming every day in February, some way, somehow, IRL, catch me somewhere. I don't care where I'm at. February is going down, so today is the first day before our daily stream. Chat, I know I didn't say chat, but it's happening. So every day in February, we're going to be doing at least some type of stream. Obviously, you guys know it's an hour, something like that, a little shorter, but we'll complete the day. But for me, I realize that consistency and our community works with. So again, I'm trying to get back to that, and so February, we're going to be doing every day. And yes, I haven't gone on vacation with that. So considering I got girlfriend and things to me. What's that going for next week? Valentine's Day. I'm good. I'm going to spend it in the chat. Let's kick it and let's make some good content, right? So that's the next one. So we're doing, I'm putting it close to me. I don't have to. For every day in February, we won't be streaming, and today doesn't count. Even though we'll say 29, which we'll see today in 28 days. Right? So that's what we do last week. That's what we did last week. And I hope you guys have something to look forward to, but also you guys have. So I'll put up those days I missed before as like, one more time. They were back on it. Okay? Alright, somebody said no nut February. Like WWE, we're going to get the 28 consecutive days. That's the top, okay? I have a few things planned. I'm going to announcing this. I'm going to plan on it. And by the way, people might with the 30 at first. I kind of just said I was going to do it. And I waited for the last minute.
You said no nut February. No nut February.
I think this time around we did it. I'm saying February, so if I break the streak, like, what, it's not everything. So, we should be good. Alright, let's get to some of these things. And by the way, thank you guys for all the support and donations. Alright, we have a bunch of topics to get to. Like, for usual, I'll give you guys the opportunity to tell me what topic you want first.
You dumb motherfucker.
I'll kind of do a little monologue.
It's a dumb one.
You guys tell me this. Yeah, I do have to smoke.
It was a dumb one. That's the dumbest shit you ever did, man.
I will say, why do you
look at it?
I don't believe it. I don't
Put your keys innocent.
I don't either. Can this ref even count the three?
I didn't talk about the fouls.
Eddie siphoning the energy of the
Address
crowd.
said. Is that 4 p.m. said? Said needs to tell his man your baby. Like that. The podcast is over. Thank you.
Where nigga, where we going?
Thank you for the 20, man.
Look at this nigga right here. He wants to get pinned so bad. Dumb motherfucker. He's a dumb motherfucker. That's the stupidest shit you ever did in your life, nigga. Stupid ass. Go fast, man. Go fast. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah. Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. You know it's hot. You hoe ass nigga.
By the way, let's get into it. We have some to do. I will say, chat, me and
niggas know.
Obviously, everybody knows.
Niggas know.
Thanks to the concerned parties who reached out, and everybody's like, "Yo,
niggas know." Far off on that nigga. Far off on that. You slow as shit.
What's up?
You slow as shit. You should have been fired off.
I was not impressed by like some of the people who reached out.
You dumb bitch.
Like, you know what I
You
mean?
should have been fired.
What's up? What's going on? Niggas fucking with you? Not appreciate those people. If you guys don't know the whole thing, about a year ago,
This is the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life.
essentially, well, actually, a year ago in February, no, actually, let me go. I gotta just give the whole story.
You should thought about that. You thought about that, you dumb motherfucker.
In December 2022, Little Baby's boss calls me, yo, what's up, bro? And I said, what? She said, I have a really good relationship with you. I have a really good relationship. Me and P actually talked about it, and I hope he doesn't mind if I say this. We talk about like once, right? So it was always kind of weird, because like, remember I was going out the city, and then I was once, so I don't really like baby for a little bit. So it was kind of like, I'm going at his artist, but me and him, we're kind of telling each other like, he loves my content, he says he watches my videos, he plays in the office, and a lot of times he'll call me, and I hate to put this out there now, but you guys, I've alluded to this with many people. He would call me and be like, yo, we're in the office, the PC office, and we're watching your videos, and while other people might not like you, or whatever, or they see like they're hating, we see the validity of what they're saying, and let's rap. Okay, things pockets. And we talk a lot. Like, we talk about this. We talk innocent stuff. Like, what's the new trends? What's like where the hottest artists are coming from? What's
Yeah. Talk to you about this.
what strategies look like? Me and him and you know, this is why I also love our platform, because it's a lot
Dumb
of
motherfucker.
really cool people are trying to watch our streams
You're a dumb
and,
bitch.
you know, their industry. So, of course, you can do all those kind of
My man. Thought about that.
By the way, also shout out to my man Steven Baker.
Still
I
fuck
said
on
on
with that
Freestyle
dog, huh?
yesterday.
I'm gonna let you go, Rob.
I don't
Ah, you a dumb nigga. You
I
thought.
feel like
Still
that.
not enough to put him
It's
away.
Yeah, all right, nigga.
That's
Ah,
totally flat out. I said that record. That record is really good. That record, but it's okay. Anyway, the point is this. So he calls me December 2020, and he says, "You know, listen, man." And the only people I really do pull out of relationship with in the industry is the ones that respect me. This is why they no respect me because we haven't really got back into it. I talked to him when I was at the party concert on the fall flag. So me and Luke are not like this. We haven't had a seat. So I'm learning with the baby situation. When it looks at you, you'll play nice. You can't tell the enemy. So anyway, I'll get to that. He calls me and he says, "Yo, act." And I'm in a tough spot. So apparently, Baby been behind the scenes. Like, and I guess he's not like a host, so he's not like fucking. Was pretty much telling P how you cool act. I can't put out music. It's not really working. This shit ain't working because act has a narrative about it. He's talking shit about it. It's stepping on my records. People not hearing me the same. He calls me. He says, and by the way, I hope I clear up the people who think I was like wrong, because I get it. Hearing isn't the operative thing, and understanding. And there's so many people who dislike me, and I understand that. That's why I'm not trying to fight narratives here. So we're gonna get to a part of the story. Like you have people saying, "Yo, act, you got slapped." I'm like, I didn't get touched, but they're gonna be like, "No, you got slapped." Fuck. You can't fight a narrative. Anyway, so P calls me, and P says, "Act, bro. We've talked for like a year and a half. I remember he wanted me to come to like birthday bash one time with Baby's like thing in Atlanta, and he's like, I just want to show you like how he's getting down, blah blah. We pay for that, it's label shit. They kind of want to get you like to kind of see from bird's eye view what the fuck they got going on. Me and Baby. I'm telling you everything. Just keep tuning in. So he calls me. He says, "Act, well, Baby." Again, I don't know what their relationship is. I always thought it was contractually, but it looked like they weren't on the same speaking terms. They weren't. But when he calls me in December 2024, he says, "Yo, we're putting out this Wham album." I remember even telling them, I said, remember the same thing I said to 21 Savage? Or not, I said about 21 Savage. And I said, it's the A Boogie method. I said, because they felt I stepped on Baby's shit ever since he dissed me on the song. They felt like I've been literally stepping on his product to the point that he was battling falling off rulers. They all blame like his name. Which is this.
And that's why people like me, people who are striving to be the very best, the greatest, the GOATs, the MJs, I just can't sit around and see mediocrity. Not when I set it up for everybody to just slam it home. You got people over here playing around trying to figure it out. And I got the formula. I know how to cook it up. I'll feel it. I'm staying on my legs. You're about to escape. And that's why people like
you guys use this sound. I'm telling you. That's why I'm like so like I'm confused because I'm like, if I have this power, which I don't think I have, but if I have this power, I don't know if I'm the nigga to fuck with. Well, okay, let's see if I do. So anyway, so he drops. Ever since he dissed me on that album, I've been on his ass. I'm getting at it. They're saying that they were dropping snippets. They're doing this every time it comes out. Niggas is clowning him because he look retarded. He do, but like, you know, they're going hard. The reverse, the duck.
Video went private. I knew it. So dumb funny up there. That's not awesome, dude.
Told me with his eyes. What else this? What the hell's this? Read the board. It says the original of Grande Americano. See, I told you that there was an imposter. I told you that there was an of Grande Americano. This is a tribute. You've got to believe me. This is not the. Get this guy out of here. This is the guy who did the stomp earlier too. And the Americanos squaring off. The back door entry to the Royal and now, El Grande Americano and original El Grande Americano. Who's original? The two guys from real El Grande Americano. No idea who this clown is. And now, look, hold on. They're trying to unmask this imposter.
exposed in the worst way possible. I've never seen anybody handle getting exposed any worse. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money and you really need to find a way to get your hands on some quick cash, there's an app called Free Cash where they pay you to test out video games. You click the link in my description or you scan my QR code to download the app. Once you download the app, you can choose the games you want to test out and they pay you to test it out. It's a really easy way to make a couple extra $100 a month. It is all transparent, it's trackable, it's not a scam, they really do pay you. So if you need the money, download the app by clicking the link in my description and get started now. Desi Banks have been sending, quite frankly, teethless cease and desist all morning to small content creators like this one. He's sending cease and desist to YouTube channels with barely 1,000 subscribers, which means his team is literally searching up his name in YouTube, and they're just sending cease and desist to any content creator who covered the Gray Zone article about it. The Gray Zone article was accusing Desi Banks of being in cahoots with Mossad recruitment ads for Iranians. So the article was saying that days after